What's up guys? Today we're talking about the major update Lost Light did this past 1st of March 2024. And this might be the update that was meant for the start of Season 8. As there's a lot to unpack, and in this video, I'll try my best to go through the most important or good to know stuff so you can catch up with everything new for Lost Light Season 8. But before we do so, just one small request: if you can hit that subscribe button, it would help me a lot in reaching my goal of doing YouTube full time. If you have already subscribed, I just want to say thank you. We'll start things off with the first targeted serum event for Season 8. Quite simply, perform the task given to you, collect coins rewarded from those tasks, and claim the items available for exchange, which includes a free targeted serum. So make sure to not miss this event, as this is the first of many targeted serums for Season 8. They have now brought back the old rank system. It is now called Free Battle. If you have played the old rank system, you would be familiar with this, but for those who are new, this mode plays like a normal match where you can loot and roam around the map, but this time, Radiomond items are lootable from Elite Marauders, item boxes, and locked rooms. In order to participate in a free battle, you must purchase a corresponding ticket to it, which has a value of 350,000 new pounds. As the same with the mechanics of the Radiomond Arena, the 5v5 ranked mode, win streaks will not require you to spend a ticket in your next matchup. I will post a separate review video of this game mode in the next few days to give my insights, but in the meantime, feel free to try it out for yourself. Some noticeable changes you may experience in the game is when you have high tier loot, your evacuation time will be longer. I am not a fan of this change, but it's worth taking note of so you can strategize your evacuations more carefully. One other change is that high tier items such as expansion boxes or legacy items will have their own dedicated end screen after you successfully evacuate with them. They should look like this one. From this update, they don't use the term return anymore, so we'll go with respawning from now on. And they have now added a 5-second waiting time before you can decide to respawn into your game or not. If any case you are AFK for a while, the game will then send you back to your shelter automatically. The newest feature of this season is already undergoing some changes, as the rewards for the Helo source can now be selected, but the same rewards can be attained by chance only. This means there's a chance you get the item you selected, or the game will pick one for you randomly. Items from these sources are now also unlockable for your archive records. They have also added more source generators for both Ark Company and Windswept Harbor. And one important note is that all source generators in the entire map will all refresh at the same time. They've also made adjustments to the timers for these generators. The refresh timer will now start 30 seconds earlier, and the activation time for these generations has been reduced from 90 seconds to 40 seconds. They have finally added a search bar to your workbench. This makes search for items that you want to craft easier and more effective without having the hassle to scroll or navigate through each page of your workbench. You also now have the cancel function to stop any crafting that you have started. Your pets or companions' secured item slots will now have a lock feature. This makes items more secured when transferring them from operation to your shelter storage. A quality of life update indeed. You can now instantly attack players who purposely leave your team. While you can attack them, they can't attack you for a period of time. This negates the team betrayals or team kills that may happen during operations. Another update is that any teammate, whether it be your friend or a temporary teammate from operations, for a short period of time, they cannot take any loot from locked rooms that you have unlocked. This prevents any form of loot stealing and gives the key or card bearer top priority for the items to loot in the said rooms. These are great updates, but I do wish they look into ways to counter teaming players in solo operations. New weapon inspections have been added to the following weapons. The inspection animations apply to full, partial, and empty magazines, so be sure to check them out. For my friends on mobile, you can now create your button layouts, save them, and easily transfer them across accounts or devices through a unique share code assigned to those designs. You can save up to 10 designs, and the game also provides you 3 templated designs for beginners, veterans, and the default layout. Adding to this, they also added layout options for both 3-finger and 4-finger control setups. Some adjustments have been made for the auto fire feature on mobile as well. First is that the auto fire feature will no longer continue firing when the target has been knocked down. When playing as a marauder, auto fire will only activate when you're aiming at fireflies, and the auto fire range is dependent on your optical sight's optimal distance, and you will receive a notification if your target is not within your optimal range. The lock-on feature on muzzle attachments for snipers no longer does the chest lock. The targeting mechanic now focuses on headshots only, but with an increased timer. The MDR now does 25 additional damage to marauders. Loud armors will now decrease damage of penetration bullets. ARs, or assault rifles, have now been reworked as recoil during ADS has been reduced, but the base damage has also been decreased. The recoil adjustments also apply when an optical sight has been added. I have to point out that they were not specific to these values, but we'll have to observe it as we go along. We now have increased stamina values, but the athleticism passive skill has been nerfed. All-terrain, structures, and overall representation has been reworked to a more immersive experience. New lock rooms have been added to the port area, and the interiors of the movie theater have also been adjusted to a new design. For keys and cards, the theater office, the first and second floor areas of the pharma buildings no longer require these keys and cards. And speaking of keys and cards, they have made adjustments to remove old ones and added new ones. To save time, I'll be listing them down. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Spray can ground loot have been now changed into spray can boxes. These boxes can be dismantled to receive spray cans of the same rarity. Storage upgrade times have been reduced and more storage slots have been given per storage upgrade. Military ranks have been renamed as followed, and the rank progression for reserves, privates, and veterans are now much faster. Radiomon cases can now also be sealed, as the same as money boxes are sealed when full of new pounds. Link Squad members have now new voice lines, and a new ARC Patrol team has been added with distinct uniforms to separate their identity from the other marauders. Now, those are most of the changes I found useful and important for you, but if in case you need to read the entire patch notes and see some of the details that I did not mention, I provided a link to the patch notes in the description down below. As I've mentioned, I felt like these changes were supposed to be released at the beginning of Season 8, but most likely because of employment reshuffles and the Chinese New Year passing by, this major update was pushed to the side to a much later date. But nonetheless, the update we were all waiting for is here. This is part of the video where you can share your thoughts about these changes in the comments section down below. Also, if you found this video helpful, consider giving it a like, and for more Lost Light updates and content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
No, I'm dying. He's speaking Chinese to me and I'm dying. I can't. Stop speaking Chinese. Ah!
Help
What? You died?